Kerry. Thank you for appearing on our show today. We can get you more and more because you have more topics to cover. And our viewers, thank you so much for watching.
The following program was provided by a valued member of our local community. Rogers TV is proud to support local producers and share local voices, ideas, and opinions. For more information, please visit our website.
Brushes. Oh, I love brushes. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Okay.
In terms of brushes and a palette.
Okay. All right.
So
maybe I'll move this up here.
So these are your tools. So you bring your paper over to the desk.
Yeah.
It looks like you're all set, ready to go. You've got drawing tools and
that's right. I've got brushes.
That's your palette.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I've got probably far too many pigments there than I need.
Wow,
I cleaned it up the other day because it was a little messy. But I've taken recently to using these Asian watercolor brushes.
Okay.
And I really like them.
Yeah. So how do they act differently? Do they hold a lot of water?
They hold a lot of water. They come to a fine point.
Yeah.
There's an example. This is now you can get cheap Asian brushes, and they act. The top will bend. These have an outer goat fur on them, and an inner weasel. And you can see the difference in the color there.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to get you splashed here. But
that's okay. Paint away.
They come to a needle point.
Yeah, wonderful.
And I like that. The whole paint, they behave well. And
I think brushes must really matter in watercolor.
Oh, they do.
In oil, they don't quite as much.
Yeah.
But,
they make all the difference, and they carry the paint down.
Yeah.
And again, it comes to... And with these brushes, too, you can almost get a square... This is a good example. This one. It comes to a square...
Wow.
Yeah, although it's a pointed brush, and I like that. Wow. I like that. So you get different shapes. I mean, I've got...
What's your favorite brush? Do you have a favorite one?
This one is the most expensive one.
Is that a Kolinsky?
It's a Kolinsky. It's a Winsor Newton number 7, size 10.
Size 10.
And I think about 20 years ago I paid about $160 for this.
I can imagine.
But it's lost its point.
Yeah.
Because watercolor brushes should come to a needle point, the same as that one did, but this one doesn't. Now, I still take this out from time to time and take it for a ride, but it doesn't behave as I thought it would.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful brush, very expensive, and that's the top of the line for Winsor Newton, the Series 7 brushes. But anyway, I've got a Skoda are other brushes that I use. That's a Skoda brush, Kolinsky Sable.
Do you
He's a squirrel.
Do you draw first and then paint from there? So you do spend a lot of time sketching.
I draw it out.
So.
I mean, I could just jump in.
Yeah.
But my nature.
That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, some people can just jump in and do the same. I like at least to know where things are going, and it just keeps me on track.
So that you talked about being disorganized. That is very, very organized, actually.
Well, it's because
great.
I'm naturally disorganized, so it keeps me on track.
And you, as we talked about learning, you've got your goals and your
right.
So that you're looking at them all the time and always trying to learn. It seems like as well. So.
And I like to know what shows are coming up, because I generally plan for those. So I've got those listed out there. That was for 2024.
Are you in the Square Foot Show, which
Yes.
is on right now?
Yes.
So the Square Foot Show is on right now. I think it's a great community
Oh, yes.
show up at Westland Gallery.
That's right.
So,
it's on until December 29th,
December
I think.
29th,
just
which
before,
is amazing.
just after Christmas, just before New Year.
It's a great place to go for Christmas art.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Gifts.
At reasonable prices, great art, reasonable prices.
Yeah.
I've got a tape player over there, CD player, and when I'm painting...
So music is very important when you
I
paint?
like to have music on in the background. But interesting enough, after a while, I realize I'm not listening. I don't hear the music.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, the brain plays funny tricks and allows you to sort of be in a different place.
Flow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But anyway, I like to listen to.
And what do you listen to?
Well, I've got everything from Gregorian chant to French medieval music to Lorraine McKenna.
Okay.
What's his name? Gibson. The classics there.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's could be a whole other show. What artists listen to.
That's right. Yes.
To
Newfoundland music. I like to listen to that. I've got my sketchbooks that I've accumulated over the years, and those are important to me.
Yes, I think sketchbooks are one of the most important things artists do.
Yeah, that's right.
So
because I don't think sometimes. Or at least I don't spend enough time maybe drawing, and it's a great exercise to coordinate the eye, the hand, and the brain, because they have to work in unison, and sometimes there's a tendency to shortcut and say, okay, I don't need to draw and often I'll go to my sketchbooks to refresh my memory, or simply to say, okay, I need a sketch of somebody, bending over and picking something up, or whatever the case may be, just to. That's one from when I was out with the Gallery Painting Group down at Covent Garden Market. Yeah.
So, and now over here, this is paintings in process.
Yeah, these are pretty well finished. This is obviously one in process. I started this off, and I just didn't like the way it was going, and I sort of stopped at that point, and it just sits there. But again, I can use the back of the paper. But I had the three young choir boys here. The reference was Lithuanian choir that was performing that I saw, and it was this fellow that I was particularly interested in, but I didn't like the way the flesh tones look on that. So anyway, I started over again, and that's the end result. Okay. So I just focused in on one person rather than three.
Yeah.
And likewise, this is a...
That's quite interesting.
That's from my days at Sheridan College.
Is that you? No, I was going to say, I didn't think that was you.
No, I feel like that some days.
Yeah.
No,
I took a portraiture class.
Well, I took actually photography before I took painting, and I was quite interested in photography. I did wedding photography too, and this was one of the models that was there, and he was quite an interesting.
Oh, I love that
character.
Actually. Yeah.
And I've done a number of paintings of him.
Yeah.
And he's quite a So I keep it there just as a muse. Anyway.
So let's, because we've referenced these four.
Oh yes.
These four paintings.
1, 2, 3, 4. The four pubs of Paul Perrow. Paul Perrow is a little fishing village in Cornwall, in England, the southwest part of England.
Okay.
And I visited there the first time in 2015 with a group of other artists. We were there for one day. I liked it so much, I said, I'm going to go back there one day. And that's what I did last year. I planned to go there earlier, but the pandemic changed the whole thing. Anyway, I went back last year, and I really liked it so much, and I went back again this year.
Yeah.
And this year, I was able to have some of my artwork accepted in a gallery in Paul Perrow.
Wow.
And I'm painted these specifically to have reproductions made so they can go to Cornwall and go in the gallery. So yeah, there's 4 pubs in Polperro, and these are they. 3 pilchards, the Ship Inn, the Blue Peter, and the Crumplehorn Inn.
There are some amazing artists in Devon and Cornwall.
Oh yes,
the light is beautiful, and this is. You have quite a great quote. I'm not sure.
Well, that's not my quote.
Yeah, which says, "Perhaps your work will be among those chosen to hang
in museums, making spiritual connections with people unborn, just as Monet does for many of us now. On the other hand, maybe your work will be discarded and destroyed. Either way, it is none of your concern. The great truth of all artists come to understand, that is, the journey is treasure enough."
And who said that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
artist friend of mine, Sue Garrington, gave that to me, passed it along. It was a sort of thank you note for one of the French trips.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's some profound wisdom behind those words.
Yeah.
It really is. It's. I mean, we think our work will last forever. It won't. It won't. It'll be discarded. It'll end up in garage sales perhaps one day, or just tossed out. But who knows? Yeah. Maybe it might end up in a gallery, in the National Gallery. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But it's the journey that counts. It's the process of producing it that is the essence of the whole thing. Why we do it. You know.
We are inspired by other artists' artwork, and we're inspired by other artists' words.
Oh, yes.
Actually, we continue to be reminded. So it's nice to have those kind of reminders.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly when we struggle.
We all struggle.
Yeah.
We all struggle.
Yeah. For sure.
I've got this little print over here.
That looks like Abraham Lincoln.
Well, yes.
And Venus de Milo? No.
No. If you move forward.
Yeah.
It's a painting actually by Salvador Dali.
Oh, okay.
And it hangs in his museum in Figueres in northern Spain.
Okay.
And it depicts his wife, Gala, on a balcony. She's naked looking over from the balcony. And if you come in, that's her back.
Yep.
And you can see that.
Yep.
And that's all you see. This painting probably is about 15 feet tall and about 8 feet wide.
Wow.
And it hangs down at the other end of the gallery. So when you look at it, initially you just see this woman looking at the balcony. When you see it from a distance, and there's an inverse telescope that allows you to do that, you see the head of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it shows, perhaps, if nothing else, the genius, particularly of Salvador Dali. Now he was a complex individual, to say the least. But he had the ability to be able to see both the what was before him and what was off in the distance.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a, I guess, I don't want to say inspiration, but that the ability to see and create from seeing and see things in a different way.
Yeah, and then create it in such a way that other people can see it.
That's right. That's right. And that's truly a gift. I don't have that gift, I don't believe, but he did.
He had quite the imagination.
Yeah.
So thanks for the bit of the walk around. I mean, you know, what I like about the studio you have is you can come in and you can see the process. You can see where you start. You can see where you're watching, where you're inspiring. You can see your storage, and where obviously you mat, which is very much can be a difficult thing. If people paint and are very messy,
right?
You know, you've got to have a clean space. But it's,
I do my matting and framing over here on this side.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But one of the things I often do with some artists or painters when we're having this discussion is a little bit like into the actor's studio. So we'll call this into the artist studio. So I have some questions. Some of them you've already answered. But just, again, this is all about being authentic and answering them however you'd like. So, we obviously know what your favorite, so I shouldn't say I know. What's your favorite medium?
Watercolor.
Watercolor, yes, of course. That's what we've been talking about.
One?
Yeah. What's your least favorite medium?
Acrylic, I would have to say.
Oh, really? And why?
Yeah. Well, now some people love acrylic, but it's very fast drying.
Yeah.
And I don't like the feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people interchange between acrylic and oil because it's similar.
Yep.
But it's quite different in terms of the feel of the paint, and it has a plasticky feel, and acrylics are synthetic.
They're synthetic.
Yeah.
For sure.
And between that and the fast drying, I've tried them, but it's not for me. Other people they just love them. I think you paint in acrylic, don't you?
I paint in acrylic. I started acrylic because I wanted to travel.
Right.
And I love oils, but I'm not good enough to paint in one go.
Right.
So I have to wait for it to dry.
Right.
And that was a little disconcerting. But it's true, I don't like the plasticky side of it, but I do like how it can be a little bit like watercolor if I use water.
Oh, yes.
And it can be, there's some medium that you can put to it to make it feel a little bit like oil, but it's not oil. I love oil, to be honest. And so I've gone back to oil a little bit, and I do. The reason I like acrylic is the same reason most people do.
Oh yeah.
It's you don't have to have solvents. It's quick and easy cleanup.
That's right.
It's water based. It dries quick.
That's right. Especially on your brush.
Yeah.
When you didn't clean it, no.
For sure. Then that one's going out.
That's right.
Your favorite color?
Have to be yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And why yellow?
I don't know. I think it's a sign of hope. Is it not in our world? But I like the warmth of the color. It sort of resonates with me. It's just.
Okay.
I like daffodils.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just like yellow.
Yellow.
In its various forms.
And
cool yellow, but particularly warm yellows.
Yeah.
I like the warmth of colors. Yeah.
Your least favorite color?
I like them all.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Being indecisive here, aren't I?
Or let's say the color you struggle with the most.
Well, a color that I struggle with, and I don't use it now, is phthalo blue. It's a staining color.
It's a staining color, and it's a bit of a green blue, is it not?
Yeah, that's right. It's very cool blue, and it can sort of quickly overtake your painting. It can kill anything that's underneath it. It's very transparent, admittedly, but it's just and if you make a mess with it, it doesn't come off. It's staining, whereas non-staining colors, you can often lift them back, and even get right back to the white of the paper.
The paper, wow.
Yeah, but phthalo blue or phthalocyanine blue, I think it's called Windsor blue. There's various. It's.
They're very kind of.
So I just don't have anything to do with it now. Sometimes I use a color, an Antwerp blue, which is very similar.
Yep.
It's a little muted, more muted than the Windsor blue is. But anyway, that's I would have to say. Yeah.
It's interesting. Everybody's a little different on that.
Oh yeah,
actually,
that's right.
It's really interesting. But color is our language. Color is one of the languages we use.
That's right. Yeah.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received with regards to your art or your art process? Or
keep moving ahead, keep trying,
keep going. Okay.
Don't get discouraged, and we can. I've painted. You spent hours sometimes on something, and at the end of the time, you say, sometimes I painted and I wondered, have I ever picked up a brush before?
Yeah.
You think, you should be able to. The process for art is a linear process where you go, you start out down here and then go up, but it's not. It sort of goes up, down, and
it's
hopefully
like
over a period of time.
On a guinea, like
That's
a guinea pig on a wheel, just just going around sometimes.
Keep moving ahead. Don't get discouraged. I keep going back to Jack Reed, but he had a lot of sage advice, and one was, paint it again. Paint it again.
Do it again.
Do it again. And really that goes back to the Oriental or Asian process of practice. Paint it again. Paint it again, whether it's the brush stroke or the piece. Paint it again. Learn from your mistakes.
Yep.
Because sometimes we don't learn from our mistakes, do we? We can go ahead and repeat them once more, time and time. We're just repeating the same mistakes time and time. And I've done that. Yeah.
What is one myth about art or artists that you think should be combated?
Good question.
Well, to me, one of those myths is sometimes this. I think the mark of not just an artist, but an artist who knows what they're doing is the perfect, simple line or the one stroke. That was so easy, and it's not. That took someone a lifetime to be able to get to it. It's like a wordsmith or somebody who writes and can write well. They can consolidate one idea down to one phrase, and you get it.
Being succinct.
And art is not easy.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I think we can all learn it. We can learn how to draw, but to be able to do it well, I think is very, very difficult.
And I think it's often a lifetime journey too. And say, for a number of years, I didn't paint. I wasn't in the art field. For those that have spent a lifetime painting, you generally can see that in their work, because the more you do it, the more you become comfortable with it, the more you become more competent, more confident in
and the more you appreciate other people's journeys, because everybody's a bit different in terms of those things. So,
And being able to evaluate other people's art and for what it is, because it might not be something that, as you said, with abstract art, you don't necessarily understand or appreciate. I mean, I struggle with, what is art? Is it a banana taped to a wall, or is it? I don't know. And who am I to judge as to what art is and what is good art?
And what is the purpose of art?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
the secret of life. So getting into the philosophical now.
Yeah. So it is like, what's the purpose of art? But also the next question is, what's the purpose of your art?
Right.
So what is the purpose of your art?
Well,
I'm still working on mine.
Self-satisfaction, I guess. Yeah. A purpose in life to give meaning to life.
Yeah.
To say, okay, yeah.
But you also do that in the rest of your life as well. I mean, you come down and volunteer at the food bank. You're a deacon. You've lived a life of service, and you live a life of service. So, I think that ability to take the world around us and not just consolidate isn't the word, but actually, like, you see beauty.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to express it, and then kind of serve. Through that, I presume. So
my outlook is that life is a finite thing. We're here for a certain length of time. We don't know what length it would be. So I think it's incumbent upon us, no matter who we are, to try and make the best of our lives, both for ourselves and for others around us. And if art gives me a sense of meaning in terms of the beauty of life, the beauty of nature, the beauty of what I see around me, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And if I'm able to share that with other people and bring some enjoyment to their lives, then it make us perhaps come around full circle.
Yeah. And what do you define as success?
Being able to produce a piece or pieces of work that I'm satisfied with,
Yeah, that's great.
That's probably that's good. And I know I can improve. So my next painting, but being happy with because I think there's a tendency on the part of many artists to not be happy with the piece. They get to the end. Oh, I don't like that.
We can see all the things that are wrong with it.
That's right. That's right. As opposed to seeing all the things that are right with it.
Yeah.
And my wife is a very good evaluator of my work. She's a good critique. She'll look at a piece and say, okay, that looks very nice, but this doesn't work. I don't see what's happening here. And I say, oh, you're right. I mean, so sometimes we need another set of eyes to look at a piece and to help us interpret the scene or interpret what we're trying to interpret ourselves.
Or to see what's good in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually,
that's right. Yeah.
Because much like life, there are pieces that matter and there are pieces that don't.
Right.
So you got to get the pieces that matter right.
Yeah, that's right. Because all the other stuff is just sort of passes by, and sometimes we have to pass it by too.
Yeah, for sure. So you've answered this to a degree with your mentor, but if you were to have dinner with any artist or anybody, who would you have dinner with?
I would have to say there's probably a number of them, but I would really like to have dinner with, I don't know whether it would be a good experience, with James W. Turner, the British painter.
Yep.
Now, he was a curmudgeonly sort of individual, apparently, from what I understand from the writings. But he had the ability to see and to interpret things in quite a different light.
And weren't his clouds amazing? Weren't his like seascapes
and the
marine were just amazing.
That's right.
In terms of,
I saw. I had the opportunity when I was in Britain last year to go to the Tate Gallery, and had a private viewing of a number of his sketches. And
how did you get a private viewing?
Well, you can actually apply online.
Oh wow! Okay.
And visit and make a reservation at the Princeton Drawing Room.
Oh,
so you can go there. Yeah. Okay. So I had 2 sessions there, 2 days apart. And I went and looked at his pieces. Initially, he was very detailed, very architectural in his work, but he was sort of very gifted. At the age of 16 and 17, he was producing paintings that expect a more experienced and competent artist to produce. So, and he was admitted to the Royal Academy. I think he was 22 when he was admitted, which is almost
I still can't get over the fact that you can apply to the Tate.
That's right.
Just as an average citizen or as an artist, and you can
you make a booking. You go in, and they have all the pieces. His original pieces, sketched if they have them. Sometimes they're out on loan, but if they're available in the collection, they bring them out, put them on stands, and you can go and sit in front of each one. So they allow you about an hour or so, so you can sit in front of each one. You look at it, and it's really it's inspiring.
Oh, it is actually. It's very inspiring because we do love going to museums and the public. In the public sense, but to be able to actually sit with some pieces, because the museum, what we see at the museums, at the art galleries, is only 0.001% of the collections, etc. So that's amazing. And is that unique to the Tate, or is that
at least that the Princeton Drawing Rooms and Turner's work is unique to the Tate, because he bequeathed all his paintings, sketches, etc. when he died to the British nation, and it was the Tate Gallery that was established primarily, as I understand it, to hold his pieces.
Well, this has been very interesting, Len. It's thank you for letting me get to know you a little bit more,
my pleasure.
As you say, it's not an artistic journey. It's it's a roller coaster ride a little bit, but just seeing your workspace, and I think what I like about particularly the artists like you or I that have come back to it later in life is it doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you keep at it and keep passionate about it.
That's right.
And I know sometimes it's hard to get up in the morning and it's hard to get going, but once you're there,
that's right.
It's not just the creative process, as you say. There's sort of meaning in life that you can take this and do something with it. So, thank you, Len. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you, Jane, for
your
visiting.
Hospitality
And thank you for your interesting questions and probing questions. Something I hadn't thought about that. Okay, I have to go. Yeah.
Do you know, it's funny when you. So I haven't been to art school outside of high school, and then obviously going to occasional workshops or things. But if you go to post-secondary art school, they ask you all of these questions, and they make you write essays, and they make you think about things.
Right.
And then when you tend to get into your art, you just tend to live in your own little world. So to be able to get outside of that and just think about some of those bigger things, I think can only enhance our, not just our appreciation, but just our own journey.